Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Jamey Iris and this is Jamey Iris TALK TV, where for this episode we will be answering some of the frequently asked questions that you and our other subscribers have when it comes to travel guidelines and travel protocols, especially when you are flying back to the Philippines. So if you want to know more about it, watch this video and find out. Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Jamey Iris TALK TV, where we will be discussing, chatting, and at the same time simply be talking about the latest travel protocols and at the same time travel guidelines to the beautiful country of the Philippines. If you are excited to go back after 2 long years that you have not visited or went back to your home country, then it's about time to get to know what are the frequently asked questions that you or our other viewers have when it comes to flying back to the Philippines. If you're a foreign tourist who will be flying to the Philippines for the first time, this is a great chance for you to at least familiarize yourself and get to know what are the frequently ask questions. So let us just take a look and what are the questions that our viewers usually have, and at the same time we will be providing you with information that we have gathered from different reliable sources from the government institutions and agencies. Oh, by the way, before we actually continue, I just simply want to say welcome and for always watching our episodes. And if this is your first time to visit my channel, I simply want to invite you to please subscribe to my channel so that you will always get updated with recent videos that will be keeping you informed, as well as giving you inspiring and at the same time interesting videos that will be helpful for you, especially if you will be traveling to the Philippines or you just simply want to keep yourself updated with what's happening in this country. And of course, to our subscribers, keep on watching. So as we begin our episode for today, let us just take a look. What are the messages that we have from our subscribers? For our first message, we have Joy. So Joy Wagger is from Germany and she watches all our episodes. So I simply want to read her, one of her or two of her comments and our message for our channel. She said, wow, sana all. Looking forward, sana baba na ang ticket going to the Philippines. But anyway, thank you for daily updates, Miss Jamey. Stay safe and God bless. And same thing with Joy's second message. She said, thanks, Miss Jamey, for bringing the news. Stay safe and God bless to you. And of course, another Joy. Okay, from our subscribers, and this time she is Joy Maglalang. Joy Maglalang said, thank you, Miss Jamey, for the amazing video, very informative, especially to us OFWs who will be going back to the Philippines. It's so helpful. More power to your YouTube channel and God bless. To Joy, thank you so much and you are most welcome. I simply am so glad to help all of you when it comes to the travel related questions and other concerns that you might have. As an OFW myself and as a traveler, I know how stressful it can be with the ever-changing protocols that we're having nowadays because of the pandemic crisis. We are not yet, we are transitioning to the new normal, but we're not yet there. So there are still like changes and actually a lot of changes every now and then. Sometimes it's so fast. So sometimes, travelers who are very busy working in your respective workplaces or in your businesses, you don't really have the time to keep track with everything. So that's my role. I am doing my best to keep track of that so that at least I could give it to you and keep you updated as much as I can. And we're gathering the information from reliable sources. So anyway, let's start and begin with answering some of the questions that we have from our viewers. Our first question, we have Nelda Dahmen. Hi, I'm a foreign balikbayan with complete vaccination with booster as well and recovered from COVID-19. How many days after my recovery can I fly? Okay, so Nelda, hi. Looking forward that you will get well very soon. Again, stay safe and stay healthy as well. So again, for your question, how many days after your recovery can you fly? It will depend upon the advice of your medical practitioner, because he or she shall need to issue a medical form that you are already able to, you're allowed for free movement as well as to travel. So once they issued that, then that's the time you can actually fly. Again, the estimate usually, what I observe is around 10 or 14 days. Again, this is just an estimate, but again, the medical practitioner will be the one to actually tell you how many days before you can actually fly after your recovery from COVID-19. So again, Nelda, looking forward that you will get 12 very soon. Get in touch with a medical practitioner so that you can fly the soonest they give you a go signal. Now for the second one, we have Sarah Hellman. She said, wow, I can fly from Haneda Airport. Yes, you can. So I believe that this post is from our Philippine airline flight updates. Yes, they do have different flights. Our flag carrier, the Philippine Airlines, have different flights flying from Manila to different parts of Japan, and from different parts of Japan to Manila. Thank you, Nelda and Sarah. Now let's just take a look for the next question from Landy Demesa. Good evening, ma'am. Please keep up to date all the flights because I'm having a coming trip on April 2, 2022 from Los Angeles International Airport, USA. To Cebu, my ticket is direct to Cebu. Want to be aware of the changes through your channel? I just subscribed. I like your detailed explanation. Thank you. My airline is PAL. Hi, Landy, and thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Yes, we'll keep you updated with the latest information regarding the Philippine Airline flight details or flight updates. And I advise you also, aside from keeping yourself updated from my channel, always you can check also from time to time the channel, just in case they have like relevant updates that we might not be able to capture immediately, but rest assured, we'll try to do our best. I'll try to do my best in my channel so that at least I could give you information and some explanation as needed regarding flights from Philippine Airlines. Again, thank you for subscribing and welcome to the community. Elpidia Galiza, she said, hi ma'am, what's the update travel from the US to Davao? Hi Elpidia. So again, when it comes to flying from the US, so same protocol, basic protocols that we have mentioned to the rest. So you will simply have to ensure that if you are you a non-OFW? Or are you an OFW? If you are a non-OFW and OFW, kindly watch my latest arrival protocol so that you will know the pre-departure requirements that you will need if you are a Filipino OFW or if you are a non-OFW, because there will be documents that you will have similarity, but at the same time, there will be documents that will be solely for that type of traveler. So if either you are an OFW or a non-OFW, so please just take a look. So all those pre-departure of documents, you simply have to prepare as per the type of traveler that you are classified as. So again, what are these documents? So all of you will definitely have to prepare the One Health Pass. So One Health Pass must be prepared. That is the online registration form, and when and how to complete that. So I will share that again in my other video detailed so that at least you can actually follow even my tutorial. Now your vaccination certificate, so if you're fully vaccinated, so that you can avail what we call the fully vaccinated privilege of arriving in the airport and going back to your hometown or to your home without the need to do any hotel quarantine. So what you simply have to do is present your vaccination certificate that is accepted in the Philippines, and CDC card usually from the USA that is accepted. Now what else? So when we talk about your pre-departure, it's very important that you will have to provide a negative RT-PCR test taken within 48 hours before your actual flight from the US. So that's number three. Now, if you are a balikbayan and you only have your foreign passport and you don't have a dual citizen, then you have to provide a travel insurance. Yes, a travel insurance that is at least must have a coverage of 35,000 for COVID-19 treatment that will cover all your length of stay here in the Philippines. But if you're an OFW or a dual citizen, you don't need to provide that anymore. So once again, what I suggest is you can go and at the same time visit my other video that will discuss about the arrival protocols, and you will see the summary that I have prepared there so that at least you know the pre-departure requirements. So again, once you arrive in the Philippines, so if you are fully vaccinated, then you can go straight to Davao. Now, the Davao International Airport will again check your one health pass, but aside from that, they also have an online form that you actually have to complete. So what will be your airlines going or flying to Davao? Usually they will send you a link that you have to complete that certain form that is solely for Davao. It's not a form that other airports actually ask the passengers to complete. So please check your airline's email to you before your flight, because they will usually send you the list or the online links that they would like you to complete. Other than that, so those are the basic requirements that you will need from the US to Davao. Now, a little bit of explanation, especially for everyone who will be traveling from an international flight, since you can now go home straight, right? So some of you will still have to go back to your provinces. So let us just say your arrival is in Manila, and then you have to go, just like what was mentioned by Elpidia, to Davao. Now, if it's a direct flight, for example, US to Davao, then that's quite great. There's no long wait that you need to do in the terminal. Because remember, if you arrive in Manila and then your hometown will be in, let us just say, in the province, so you will have to go straight from the international airport arrival terminal to the domestic terminal that you have to go to. You cannot go anywhere else. Why? Remember, even if you're fully vaccinated and you are not required to do a hotel quarantine, you still have to. You still have to complete your 7-day home quarantine. It goes to follow. It follows that you need to do self-monitoring. So again, we limit your movement within terminal to terminal. So no public places yet at this point in time, as per, again, the protocols that we have from IATF. So again, everyone, if it's a direct flight from the US to Davao, that's faster, more convenient for you, all you simply have to do is just take a look at the airline ticket and the email that they will be sending to you, because they will usually send the links that you have to complete for the said airport. If you'll be transiting from, again, one big terminal like Manila, like for example, NAIA, to the province. So for the domestic flight, like for example, I do have a subscriber, they just messaged me, Jamey, what will we do? My terminal is in NAIA, my arrival terminal. But then again, I'm fully vaccinated. I need to go back to the province. What can I do? Because I will arrive in the afternoon, but then again, my flight for the domestic destination is still like way early in the morning. So again, the advice there is just like what I've mentioned to you. Just simply, transfer, get all your luggage from the international airport terminal arrival, and then you can simply transfer and go to the airport of destination. Like for example, if it's the NAIA Terminal 2. Just an example. From NAIA Terminal 1, transfer to NAIA Terminal 2, and you can just find a place there where you could actually stay, but you're not allowed to go to the mall or to other places, simply because, again, you still have to observe what we call the 7-day home quarantine. So it means that your movement when it comes to public places are still restricted and limited as per the protocols that we have. So that's it. Thank you, Landy and Elpidia. Khadija Reyes. Jamey, what is this S-Pass? And at the same time, is it required upon arrival in from Manila Airport. Khadija, okay, first and foremost, S-Pass is not required in any of the Manila Airport or NAIA terminals. Now, usually S-Pass, this is the online pass that will be required from you if you will go from one province to another using a private vehicle. So again, S-Pass is actually what will be required from you if you go from one province, town, or region. But it will not be required from you once you arrive in the NAIA terminal. Please just wait. I will discuss further what is S-Pass in my YouTube channel in the coming days so that at least you will have an idea what is this all about. From Christine Amaro, those who are confused with 48-hour RT-PCR test prior to departure, for example, a person can travel on February 24 departure. So you will be able to take your test of RT-PCR test either February 22 afternoon or night or February 23 early in the morning. Daytime as long as you are within 48 hours prior to your departure. Others are paying $150 to $200 to expedite the result of RT-PCR test ASAP. So just like what Christine had mentioned, everyone, so she is correct. So again, within 48 hours simply means that you have to base it from the time that you will be departing from the airport of origin. Again, there are different types of flights. You can have a direct flight, a layover flight, and multiple local flights. So you will base it from the flight that will fly internationally directly to the Philippines and not from the local flights that you've had before you actually reach your international flight. Now, 48 hours is equivalent to 2 days. So it means that, again, just like what you've said, so for example, your flight will be February 24, departure from the airport. So minus 2 days. So let us just say February 22. So from February 22, let us just say, okay, the time of departure will be at 3 p.m. So if it's 3 p.m., February 22, 3 p.m. onwards, you can actually have your swab test taken because it's within 48 hours. So you can have it 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., and until 8 p.m. Depends upon until what time the swab testing center is actually open. Now, you have to just simply make sure from the swab testing center that they will be able to release it several hours before your actual flight. So please check with them what's the earliest time or day that they could actually release this. Again, there are some subscribers who mentioned to me that Miss Jamey, they could actually release it like within 24 hours. So that's quite great, right? You can get it plenty of time before your departure. Now, there are some also, they can get it like in just several hours. So please, just check with your swab test provider. Standard time is within 24 to 48 hours. But then again, what is important is if you can request, just like what Christine had mentioned, for expediting the process of your result for your swab test, then you may also do that. So again, it just so happened for her, she said that it has certain amount that you have to pay a little bit higher in order for you to get it faster than the normal process. So again, everyone, please check before you actually have your swab test taken so that at least you know you'll be able to get it just in time before your flight, several hours before your flight. That will be better because you remember, you have to upload it in your One Health Pass. Oh, by the way, anyway, there's an update regarding One Health Pass again. I'll be preparing a video actually today so that at least you will know the latest update regarding the One Health Pass registration. So again, everyone, you know for a fact that, it keeps changing, it keeps updating. So I'll create both a Tagalog and English for all of you so that at least you will have the guide regarding how to complete this One Health Pass. From Epi Bukol, Miss Jamey, my flight from Los Angeles International Airport is on March 11, 9:05 p.m. When and what time do I usually get my RT-PCR test? Thank you. And then, Miss Jamie, I'm from the USA. My question is, do I have to get RT-PCR test only, or I can get an antigen test? Epi for the Philippines is just the RT-PCR test. However, going back to the US, you can have the option between the two. But that's a good question, so that at least we avoid any misunderstanding, or at the same time, there's clarification. So again, going or flying to the Philippines, it's only RT-PCR test. But once you fly back to the US at this point in time, February 2022, they said it could either be RT-PCR test or antigen. Going back to the US. So if your flight is on March 11, 9:05 p.m., so you can have your swab test taken at March 9, okay, 10 p.m. onwards. So when I say 10 p.m. onwards, it could be, the reason is, again, some of the swab testing center might be closed already, but if there's a swab testing open or center open, then that will be quite good. You can have your swab test taken from 9:30 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m. if there's any center open for swab testing. If not, the earliest time on March 12, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m., have your swab test taken. Check. Okay, please check with your swab test provider what time is the earliest that they could actually provide it to you. Now, if you're happy with that and it is several hours before your actual flight to the Philippines, then you don't need to have it expedited. But if you see that the time is so less, just check if they do have expedite process, just like what we've mentioned earlier by one of our subscribers. She said she had it requested for it to be expedited, and she just have to pay extra. Again, for me, if the process that they have from your swab test provider will be early enough for you to get it several hours before your flight, then at least you don't need to pay extra. But again, if the only way is for you to pay extra, just make sure that it's not too excessive and it's reasonable for you and for your flight. So with that, before that, it helped Epi. From Jean B. Hi, your content is perfect, informative, no nonsense, and direct to the point. Thank you. If I may confirm, there's no need for OEC for OFWs like me from the UK. Thank you. Hi, Jean. Thank you so much as well for the kind words and encouragement. I really appreciate it. And again, thank you too for watching. Now, regarding your question, if you are an OFW, now, upon departure from the UK, you will not be checked, or you will not be asked for an OEC either at the airport of origin nor in the airport when you arrive here in the Philippines. They usually do not check that. However, when you fly back to the UK from Manila or from the Philippines, then that's the time they will be checking from you your OEC. Now, the OEC, so when should you be taking it? The answer to that will be depends on what will be more convenient for you. Now, some OFWs, like for me, when I used to work land-based in the UAE, I used to ensure that I request or get my OEC prior my departure, because once I arrive in the Philippines, I feel that my place is very far from the offices where I could actually get the OEC. So it's like double or triple the effort of what I will do compared if I'll get it from the country of origin or UAE where I used to work. So I usually get it prior my departure to the Philippines. However, again, in your situation, please just check which one will be more convenient for you to get it from the UK office. Which one will be more convenient for you to get your OEC in the UK office, Philippine Embassy, UK office, or will it be more convenient for you to get it in any nearby OWA office in the Philippines? So whatever will be more convenient for you, less time, and you can increase your efficiency, I suggest you do that, so that at least either before your departure or before your arrival in the Philippines and before your departure back to the UK, you already have all documents that at least essentially needed. And then from Emilia San Miguel, Does the immigration require proof that one is a former Filipino citizen to get to? So again, what they are actually specifying is if you're a former Filipino, please present either your old Philippine passport, and the other one also, they are requesting if you have your PSA birth certificate, please present it also to them. Jean P. And at the same time, Emilia, thank you so much, and may God bless you both. From Mike in the Philippines, if you are going to the Philippines, do not transfer for your flight to the Philippines, otherwise that will be classed as your new origin and you will be required a new RT-PCR test for your flight to the Philippines. That's indeed true. And Mike is correct. So just like what was mentioned from the protocol that we have, when it comes to taking your RT-PCR test, just make sure if you have a layover in any of the countries, and even if you have a visa that you can actually get out of the terminal and go around in the city, please don't do that. Because once you do that, your RT-PCR test that you have taken from your original point of origin will not be considered anymore, because you have actually went out of the terminal border, out in that layover country. So exactly what Mike is actually telling us, and what is actually mentioned from the protocol. Mike, thank you so much. Mike is one of our subscribers from the UK, and he is really watching our videos, if not daily, every time that we have. So Mike, thank you so much. And again, visit his channel too, Mike in the Philippines. Now, aside from that, from John Fuentes, I have a COVID joke to tell, but there is a 99.99% that you wouldn't get it. What joke is that, John? From Easy Arthur. I was born in the Philippines with a US passport. Do I have to show my birth certificates before boarding a flight to the Philippines? Now, again, hi Arthur. And let me just clarify if I got your question correctly. So, you were born in the Philippines, so it means that you have originally a Philippine passport, but now you're holding a US passport. And your question is, do I have to show my birth certificate before boarding the flight to the Philippines? Okay, so the question is, are you a dual citizen? Or did you choose to just retain your US passport? Now, depends on what you will be choosing to enter the Philippines. If you have a dual citizenship, will you be using your Philippine passport or your foreign passport? I think it's more practical if you will use your Philippine passport once you enter the Philippines, especially if it's a valid. Right? So they will look at it from the Bureau of Immigration, and at the same time, again, they will definitely look at it from check-in areas. But from the Bureau of Immigration, they will take note which passport are you using to enter the Philippines. Now, if you will be entering with a Philippine passport, then you don't need to show the birth certificate. However, if you will be using your foreign passport, like your US passport, just like what you've mentioned, they will definitely take a look at either your old Philippine passport, so you have to bring it with you, or a PSA birth certificate. So I hope that answers your question. From your comment, I just was not able to determine if you're either a dual citizen or a former Filipino who only has a US passport. That's why I gave both scenarios for you. And last but not the least, we have from Reynaldo Fry. He said, hi, Jamey. Do former Filipinos need travel medical insurance? Feedback most appreciated. Hi, Reynaldo. Okay, Reynaldo, for former Filipinos, again, depends on the passport that you are holding. Are you a former Filipino who only have the foreign passport with you? Or are you a Filipino who is also considered a dual citizen? Now, if you are a dual citizen and you will be using your Philippine passport to enter the Philippines, you don't need to provide a medical insurance. However, if you are a former Filipino and you will be entering the Philippines with your foreign passport, then therefore you have to provide a travel insurance that has a minimum coverage of 35,000 US dollars for COVID-19 treatment that will extend to the duration of your stay in the Philippines. Oh, by the way, for Reynaldo and at the same time to our viewers, if you already have an existing health insurance back in the country where you are from right now, so please just check with your health insurance if they actually cover internationally your travel to the Philippines and if it covers the COVID-19. Because if it does and your coverage is sufficient enough to cover minimum of 35,000 US dollars, then you don't need to buy an extra travel insurance. So it will save you cost, it will save you headache. What you simply have to do is just request from them a certificate. Okay, the certificate must contain, again, of course, your details, the name of the insurance, and of course, please make sure the amount of the coverage must be there and also the validity of the coverage until when, because these are the specifications that are mandatorily required in the Philippines. So with that, everyone, I'm looking forward that this video had been helpful to you. And of course, some more messages from our viewers from Joyce Weger. Thank you for the updates, Miss Jamey. Stay safe and God bless. From Melinda Orlando. Thank you, Miss Jamey. God bless. And then from Jomel Magandang. Thank you po for the very important information. And from Agnes Ramos. Thank you, Miss Jamey. God bless you. So again, to Joy, Melinda, Jomel, and Agnes, hi to all of you. And I just simply want to say thank you as well for sending and spending time to actually send me those thank you messages. I really appreciate it. And thank you for always watching. May God bless you and stay safe and stay healthy. I'll look forward to see you in my other videos as well. So keep watching. From Melanie Pabuaya, thank you, ma'am. God bless you. Take care always. From Only Darlipis, thank you, ma'am, for the info. God bless you. From Rodel Yumang, thank you. God bless. And from Maricel Batralo, thank you po for the update. You are almost welcome. I'm simply so glad to help all of you, whatever part of the world you are right now. And I just simply want to say as well, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. Keep watching and may God bless you all as well. If this video had helped you, please click like and I'm inviting you to please subscribe to my channel so that you'll get updated also with the recent video that I will be uploading about travel guidelines, travel protocols, and even tutorials. So with that, everyone, this is Jamey Iris TALK TV, where we chat, where we talk and discuss about relevant information about travel updates, current events, and other information that will be very helpful for you. So once again, everyone, this is Jamey Iris, your TV host, simply saying, may God bless you, and I'll see you in my next video, everyone. Thank you, and God bless. Stay safe and stay healthy. See you, everyone.